What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, good people? I am, well, you know who I am, the man of many names, but only one face. What's going on with you guys, man? I'm just sitting there coming here real quick. Just wanted to have a little powwow about the NBA Finals, 2022 NBA Finals. The Warriors won. Got to give them boy their props. The boy won. Them boy won. You know what I'm saying? But as NBA fans, as basketball fans, we always get into this whole, what does it mean? Now, it means a lot to different people, as I, put down there, it means different things to different people. Like the Curry fans means something different to them. The Boston fans, it means something different to them. The Warrior fans, the Draymond fans. And we go touch pretty much all of those different things. But what was very good and very, nice to see, obviously, in any of those type of situations. And I know that the draft is coming up, and I'm going to lump this in as well, just as far as this whole thing with sports. When players are drafted, that's a special feeling. I mean, NBA, NFL, all that good stuff. Like, it's a cool feeling. It's good to see their families, their friends, all those people that helped them out. You know what I mean? Like, they get a chance to share that moment with them, and that's special, you know what I'm saying? Same as the NBA championship or any other kind of major sport championship. You get to share that moment with your teammates and everybody that, made it special. As a matter of fact, I can only say it but so much. Let's go ahead and hear from the man himself.
We were so far away from it. We were here for 5 straight years and got 3 of them. Then you hit rock bottom with injuries and the long road of work ahead, and just trying to fill in the right pieces and right guys, and nothing. You ever take this for granted, because you never know when you're gonna be back here, and to get back here and get it done means the world.
What does it mean to you to finally get this Finals MVP?
It means we won. It means we took advantage of the opportunity getting back here, and I hear all the conversations, I hear all the chatter, we hear all the chatter. At the end of the day, it's about what we do on the floor. Ain't got to talk about it, just got to go do it. And that's what this is about. We were so far away from it. We were here for 5 straight.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Once again, congrats to the NBA MVP, Steph Curry, who you just heard from, and the Warriors, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like encapsulated a lot of the stuff, They had, every team has their own personal struggles, and they overcame that, and they kind of, went through it. But actually, hold up. I think we actually, may actually have an exclusive. Let's see if we can get some chiming in on that exclusive. I think this is the Boston Celtics locker room.
All right, that was everybody that was hooping. That's right. Good game, bro. Oh, we got them next year, man.
Hey, y'all chill out, bro. I have one back game. What y'all doing?
One back game. That was the game you needed to be good. Here, text somebody, man. Go ahead, text.
Wait, give me this.
I'm just saying, text whoever you want to text. I don't know. Whoever you want to text, bro, text.
What do you mean?
Oh, delete the text. Hey, all what? You should do something. Hey, all what, Derek? All what, Derek? Man, they got blood vessel, bro. Chill out. We need you next year. You the only one that can shoot on the team. Jason, he's doing your job.
And I'm guarding Steph. What you want me to do? I'm old.
Yeah, y'all know you want to
I'm old.
We already know it. Why you trying to guard Steph? Come on. That don't make no sense. Marcus, defender of the year.
DPOY.
Locking Steph up. Nigga, we were locking Steph up on one game, and once we locking him up, was he just missing? Marcus, all right. Y'all, this team. Coach, man, I ain't gonna lie. This is my first year as a Celtics head coach. I'm black. It's the 75th anniversary of the NBA.
Oh, damn.
Man, Jason, you know what this shit meant to me.
Oh, damn.
You know what this shit meant to me. How I'm explaining this shit to Nia, huh? That's what I'm saying. Al, he the MVP. Yeah, Al the MVP. I know what this shit meant to me. It's all right, Coach. We got him next year. Al, how long you gonna be playing for? Like, you
It's all good, coach. I'm gonna put the team on my back. Just change it from center to shooting guard.
You right. I might do that.
Wrong move.
Jason can't do it.
He just can't do it. That's what I'm saying.
Right now. But you about older than me.
It's all good. Don't worry about all that.
Next year, I'm gonna stay positive. Next year.
Yeah, we got it.
Next year. That was my first year. Second year is gonna be way better, y'all.
Calm down, coach.
It'll be fine. You know what I mean? It'll definitely be fine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy, man. RDC World, Supreme Dreams, all them boy, man.
Once upon a time at the
like them motherfuckers, damn, they be getting it in. You know what I mean? They definitely getting it in. I mean, yo, funny shit. Once again, want to get on the boy a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? But I could imagine that's how the Boston, you know what I mean, locker room is a little bit after that. Cause Jason Tatum, you know what I mean? I don't know if he really kind of like, you know, stepped up the best way that he possibly could have stepped up. And that's where we get into, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of some of that issue. Because it's like, where were you? You know what I'm saying? What was kind of going through your mind? What was the question? Well, maybe we should hear from the man himself.
The players stepped up and said, we need to keep Joe Mazzulla on this staff. Why did you feel that he was such an important member of the coaching staff, and how have you seen him grow as coach?
I didn't say that. No, I'm fucking with you. I love Joe.
The players stepped up and said, we need to keep Joe Mazzulla on this staff. Why did you feel that he was such an important member of the coaching staff, and how have you seen him grown as a coach?
I didn't say that. No, I'm fucking with you.
No, I'm fucking with you. As he should say, you know what I mean? Well, goddamn. But as we get everything down situated, let's get back to the whole topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? Which is the simple fact of what you're watching right now. Shout out to Golden Hoops. This is the highlights from Steph Curry, the MVP, whom we just heard speak from and all that good stuff. But, you know, Jason Tatum was supposed to be channeling the spirit of Kobe Bryant, and it was supposed to be this thing. And, you know, it's disheartening because somebody has to lose, and he's a superstar on the way up. So this kind of stuff can either make or break. It could be a one-time thing, a flash in the pan, or it could be the start of something. And based off of his history, you know, rookie year, going to the conference finals, LeBron dunking on the man, all that other good stuff, like, you have to give it to him. You know what I mean? Like, as the quote-unquote leader of that team, he took them to the NBA finals. I predicted that goddamn, you know, Miami was going to get him, and it was a 1 3-point away. And Jimmy Buckets is usually money in them situations, but hey, he got the better of me. So if you check back to the last video, you understand. You understand that, you know what I mean, that was what was going on. However, we get to this point right here where obviously it was Golden State, it was Boston. Those were the two last best teams in the NBA. And now you got what we got. And that's the Warriors as the NBA champions once again. So what it means for Warriors fans is validation, because they kind of stuck with it. They were considered bandwagon, and I'm pretty sure they disappeared the last couple of years, but at least their team gave them something to cheer for. You know, they moved the stadium, obviously. They you know, invested a lot of money into the team and all that other good stuff. So, hey, I'm glad it paid off for them. You know what I mean? Even though on the downside of things, and I like to talk about the flip side of it, the true fans of the Golden State Warriors, especially the We Believe team and all that stuff, when it was in Oakland, it was in the hood pretty much. You know what I mean? Like that was when things were just a little bit different, because it was kind of like, yeah, shout out to Uber Eats, I guess, you feel me? But it was kind of like, well, you're not really doing what you're doing for your fan base. But now that the ticket prices are pretty much exorbitant and, you know, the real fans can't get in, hey, at least they kind of, you know what I'm saying, still do what they do. At least they still do what they do. Yeah, let's go ahead and move away from all of these commercials and what have you. Let's go ahead and get that started. But as I was pretty much saying, if this motherfucker would go ahead and do that, thank you. Goodness gracious. Technology, you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you for bearing with me. If anything, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff scrolling at the bottom. Please enjoy it. Please enjoy it. I know I'm kind of dry right now. I've been a little rusty trying to get back into it. If anything, check out obviously the previous Liquid Courage interviews. We're getting heavy on the interviews. We're starting to introduce and put forth people that are definitely, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do, creative people, streamers, artists, musicians, just different kind of stuff. You know what I mean? We're definitely trying to talk to the people, and not just people that are doing things in entertainment, but obviously people that are, fuck they do, regular people, and they're, shit. But back to the point, NBA Finals 2022, what does it mean? What it means for every other team, obviously, is like, yo, the damn draft is next. We're trying to get to where the Warriors are. What do we need to get? What do we need to do in order to beat the Warriors? And the teams that were the closest to doing it, obviously, and had their chances were Boston Celtics, Dallas Mavericks, who already tried to upgrade and got Christian Wood. And some people shitting on that shit. I saw some YouTuber shitting on that shit. I'm not going to speak his name, but it was kind of a ridiculous take. You know what I mean? His reasoning behind it was just like, well, Christian Wood might be like a bad guy or in the locker room or whatever. And we've seen countless amount of times that when a player gets into a winning culture, he can make a difference. He can actually, you know what I'm saying, step up. And if he don't, his ass gets shipped off like a Dion Waiters from Miami. He could have been part of this motherfucking run. He would have been a great addition to that team if he were still there, actually. But that was years ago. And, that was prior to the whole bubble shit, you know what I mean? So, obviously, Dion Waiters, you know what I mean? He kind of fell off. And that's a random fucking Dion Waiters reference. But anyway, the point being, Dallas, you know what I'm saying, had the shot. Memphis definitely had their shot, you know what I mean? So, what are these teams going to do in the offseason to try to dethrone the champions? Phoenix never got their chance. They have to retool, and they were the favorite. Obviously, everybody's eyes are on the Lakers, who hired a new coach. So, the offseason has already begun, even though it really kicks off, you know what I'm saying, when the draft happens. And I will be right there with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely don't want to be a full-on sports guy, but, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Kenny for real, and shout out to AM Hoops and all them boy that's doing anything, you know what I mean? I actually listen to them boy because, as Draymond actually mentioned, and I wish I dang had that shit pulled up and ready. I was trying to get shit right. I might have that shit in a second. But anyway, a clip from Draymond where he's pretty much referring to like the new media and how certain people should kind of like eat their words, because, you know what I mean, like Kendrick Perkins mainly, you know what I mean? And I will probably find that little clip for you in just a second. And I appreciate everybody that supports, everybody that watches, everybody that tunes in. And yes, I will be talking sports and other things. Right now I'm talking sports. So back to it. What it means for the Boston Celtics. That means that they have to actually retool as well. Do they reinvest in, you know what I'm saying, the whole shit that's going on right now? Or, you know what I'm saying, do they, at the end of the day, do they still try, to run it back and see if they can handle it? But I say that they probably obviously should try to retool, try to, as they have been for the past few years, try to find a point guard. But that has failed with the Kemba Walkers and the Kyrie Irvings of the world, you know what I'm saying? But you need somebody to fuck with this man Steph right here. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be completely honest about how things are going with that. Like, this is this man Steph Curry, you know what I mean? So you definitely have to kind of Anyway, sorry for that. But anyway, so everybody's gunning for it. The people that miss it, like Giannis will be back into the mix, obviously. So the offseason is definitely going to mean something for other teams that are closer to it than others. But the ones that are closer to it, they definitely have to try to adjust to dethrone the now champions. So I don't know, and I don't know how they would have fared if they actually played against goddamn Milwaukee, or if they played against Miami. It probably would have been the same shenanigans. It would have been similar shit. Honest to goodness, it would have been the same old shit. But anyway, I'm out here sweating, but I like staying on the move, staying mobile, and all that shit. I just wanted to talk 2022 NBA champs, Golden State Warriors. They had a good team. I mean, the whole thing was pretty good. Clay coming back, Andrew Wiggins resurgence, what I'm saying? Draymond Green kind of like doing his thing and trying to make it happen. And, obviously what people talk about now is what it means for KD. And it's unfortunate that, he's an innocent bystander in the shit. He been lost. Like, he had his chance, he lost, in the first round. So the fact that they're bringing it up is obviously he was on the team when they won championships. They thought it was pretty much his reasoning for, winning the championships. However, now we're proving that the narrative is Steph Curry really is that guy. You know what I mean? Like, Steph Curry really is making it happen. Like, that's pretty much what it ends up saying. That Steph Curry is really actually making that shit happen. So the narrative for him has changed. He's won the Finals MVP. Now he's possibly in that top 10. That's the discussion. And even the Golden State Warriors as a team, as an organization, this is now their 7th. They're looking like the new age Spurs, obviously led by Steve Kerr. So it only makes sense. And actually they did, because Steph Curry could have played that year. He broke his hand. But Clay was already down. Draymond was kind of like, whatever, you know what I mean? And it was just him and Draymond. So it's like, fuck it. Let's just play the year out with these young dudes. Because like I said, Steph Curry could have came back from that hand injury out it early, and they wouldn't have had that high draft pick that they had. However, they still would have had Minnesota's draft pick, which, was still pretty good, and however that shit at work. But back to the point being is that if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the development of a Kuminga and, Moody coming in at the end, and just the blending in of some new people, Jordan Poole, obviously, I keep referencing him because he stepped up pretty big. And even Wiggins stepped up pretty big, pretty much the new age Harrison Barnes. So they had a formula. They just added different pieces, different ingredients, different flavors, but it still comes out the same, championship formula. So shout out to them for that. And once again, how do they repeat? What do they do? And it means a lot. And actually, another question that comes up is obviously what it means for Draymond. I'm hearing Draymond for Hall of Fame, and that's commendable. That is definitely commendable, because I liken him to the new age Ben Wallace. Yeah, he's not blocking shots and doing that, but Rudy Gobert, Like, I guess if Rudy Gobert was winning DPOY like he was, and on a championship team like the Warriors, he would be certified Hall of Fame. But Draymond has a Defensive Player of the Year award, and he's been close several other times. He has decent stats. He has triple doubles and shit. Like, he's not a bona fide guaranteed like first ballot Hall of Famer, but I think that eventually motherfuckers might slide him in. Especially just with the simple fact that obviously without him, they don't necessarily, people don't, and that's a whatever, you can hear this and hit me up in the comments with that shit. But I think Draymond is actually worthy of a Hall of Fame ballot in a few years. If he continues his career level, he'll probably end up like number 5 all time in assists in the whole, franchise or whatever. So he's going to get up there as far as stats, because he is the quarterback of the team and he's making it happen. But once again, on the flip side of things, I have to talk about my Bulls a little bit. Like, it is really kind of good to see my Bulls do what they kind of did, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not quite sure, what they're going to be getting into. So, as we, move forward with that, Zach LaVine might not sign. So the offseason is definitely going to be volatile. There'll probably be a couple trades. What's going to happen with Westbrook? What's going to happen with, these draft picks? It's going to be a lot of question marks going into it. And as an NBA fan, you love it. You know what I mean? You definitely enjoy it. You're here for it. You want it. You crave it. You just into it. You know what I mean? Just because it's interesting, obviously, because we root for some of these players, we root for some of these teams, and, we like shit-talking rights by saying, like, yeah, motherfucker, I was right about that shit. Or, like, goddamn, I was wrong, but, and then hence the arguments and the beef. I'm just kind of tapping into it just a little bit. So if you like what you like and enjoy what you enjoy, you know what I mean? Definitely hit that like and subscribe and all that other good shit. Look, I've been going on way longer than I actually wanted to go on. I might do a season end review to kind of cover some of the shit I was starting to kind of get into. But once again, shout out to the Warriors. It means a lot for their fan base. It validates their team because they've won, over the last few years. So bet that, you know what I'm saying? And it validates a lot for Steph Curry. It validates a lot for Draymond Green, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it lets us know that, that there's levels and steps to the shit, which is why Memphis didn't quite win, which is why Boston didn't win, which is why Dallas didn't win. These teams led by young guns, young dudes that are ready and willing to do this shit, like, they're next up. Granted, yes, they are, but that means likes of a Chris Paul, the likes of, hell, these Warriors, the likes of a Jimmy Butler, the likes of, because some of these players are obviously getting older, especially those in their 30s. Dame Lillard is on that list, you know what I mean? Like, the time is actually ticking. So either you team up with one of these young dudes or you team up with each other and try to make it happen. That's just what's going to end up happening, which is a perfect segue into, like I said, what's going to happen in the off season, and we shall see. But thank you for listening to me. Thank you for, sticking through with all this shit. Like I said, trying to get more consistent, but Liquid Courage, you definitely catch me on that shit. Spotify, you just got to tap it in. I know that you got Kendrick Lamar playing. You probably got, Drake playing, or whomever that you may fucking like. You know what I mean? Personally, like, Arctic Monkeys, I believe. But anyway, enjoy yourself. Have a safe weekend. Have a safe day. Whenever you hear and see this, have a great one. You know what I'm saying? God bless. And, continue to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Have at it. And once again, I like to end the videos with me walking and breathing harder than a motherfucker. If this motherfucker will play. Yeah. Man,